Breaking news, y'all. And I mean breaking. What if I told you that one of the biggest names in hip-hop, the man who built an empire off champagne, bling, and non-stop partying, might be hiding a shocking secret from inside prison walls? That's right, Sean Diddy Combs, yes. The Diddy reportedly caught a serious STD while behind bars, and now the whispers, the leaks, and the insiders are spilling every wild detail. Who knew that the same man who turned the world upside down with parties, yachts, and those hookups could end up in a prison cell where things got, let's just say, a little too personal? And baby, it's not just any prison story, we're talking a prison wife. Alleged intimate rendezvous and secrets that will make your jaw drop. Is it true? Or just another wild rumor designed to make headlines? Well, sources say this scandal goes way deeper than anyone imagined. The parties didn't stop behind bars, the antics didn't slow down, and now people are wondering, how much of Diddy's empire and reputation will survive this explosive revelation? Grab your popcorn, because what we're about to reveal is ugly, messy, and completely unstoppable. You won't believe what's coming next. Heard the latest? Yeah, it's exactly as wild as it sounds. Diddy in jail, but not just serving time. Allegedly, he's dealing with a life-altering revelation behind bars. Sources inside claim he's contracted an STD, and the whispers are swirling faster than a hurricane through the internet. And don't get it twisted. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill scandal. This is a full-blown prison drama with alleged intimate entanglements that nobody saw coming. People are talking about him having what some insiders are calling a prison wife. And baby, if you think this is a joke, think again. The streets are buzzing and the tea is hotter than ever. Every corner of social media, every gossip outlet from TMZ to E! News, even your aunt on Facebook, is losing it over this. Now, let's rewind a little. Diddy didn't just fall into this by chance. This man built an empire, but he also built a lifestyle, fast cars, late nights, parties that never ended, and an almost legendary reputation for pushing boundaries. The same energy that made him a mogul is now alleged to be what caught up with him in ways that no one could have predicted. Sources inside the prison say it all started with his usual charm, his notorious charisma, and his ability to bend rules even behind bars. He didn't slow down? In fact, insiders claim that his escapades in prison rival anything he did on the outside. And that includes the freak-offs, the infamous pink cocktails, and allegedly some exclusive arrangements that left other inmates talking. Whispers about Diddy's health began circulating months ago, right when photos from the courtroom started emerging. People noticed a visible change. He looked thinner, his energy seemed off, and some say he aged overnight. Of course, the initial theory was stress. Trials are hard, the public eye is merciless, and prison life is brutal. But insiders weren't convinced. They noticed the rumors weren't just about stress. They were about infection, secrecy, and relationships that could have major repercussions. And now, those whispers are becoming louder, to the point where even former associates are stepping forward with claims about what really went down behind the locked doors. One former assistant went on record, speaking anonymously, claiming that Diddy's prison life included what he described as organized sessions and preparations that were nothing short of theatrical. These insiders talk about a consistent need for specific items, lubricants, candles, baby oil, and medications, all to accommodate what they called private arrangements. It wasn't just a rumor. According to them, if these items weren't available, the situation escalated, tension, aggression, and drama. Some even claimed he had a routine, a sort of prison entertainment schedule, that allegedly involved a small circle of trusted inmates and special privileges. And then there's the alleged prison wife situation. Yes, you heard that right. While Diddy is behind bars, sources claim he formed a very close bond with another inmate, reportedly someone who became his partner in intimate situations. Some witnesses say they referred to each other as husband and wife, a dynamic that, if true, has raised eyebrows across social media and fueled speculation about Diddy's sexual activity inside prison. The rumors are graphic, controversial, and sensationalized. Exactly the kind of material that makes tabloids go into overdrive. Of course, we have no official confirmation, but in the gossip ecosystem, these claims are already trending, and everyone is talking. What's wild is how this scandal connects to Diddy's past. We all know his reputation, the parties, the late-night events, the relationships with celebrities and protégés. Remember the stories from Usher's early years? The alleged exposure to adult situations at Diddy's residences? The whispered tales about the puff flavor camps in the 90s, where kids and young talents were supposedly exposed to lifestyles way beyond their age. Those past allegations are now being woven into the current narrative. Some commentators are saying this is karma catching up, that the same recklessness that marked his earlier years has now followed him into confinement. And the public is eating it up, from online forums to YouTube comment sections. Everyone has an opinion. And many are convinced that Diddy's current situation is a direct consequence of decades of excess, secrecy, and risk-taking behavior. It doesn't stop there. Social media erupted when Jaguar right threw shade, comparing Diddy to other celebrities who've been more transparent about health issues. She pointed to Magic Johnson, who openly disclosed his HIV status, and questioned why Diddy allegedly kept his alleged infection under wraps. According to insiders, the comparison hit a nerve. People began scrutinizing his every public appearance, searching for signs of illness or distress. Even former collaborators chimed in, painting a picture of someone who might have been living on the edge of indulgence and recklessness for decades, only to have the walls of confinement expose a new level of vulnerability. Meanwhile, people inside the prison are allegedly talking about Diddy's health and sexual activity like it's front-page news. Anonymous witnesses claim he's been engaging in intimate relationships regularly, maintaining a lifestyle reminiscent of his public persona, only now it's behind bars. There are reports of him requesting medications, special accommodations, and yes, even certain substances to maintain stamina and mood. While nothing is officially confirmed, the narrative circulating is enough to make gossip channels and social media explode. The public is fascinated, outraged, and downright curious, and here's where it gets messy. There are claims that his sexual encounters in prison might have directly led to the STD rumors, because insiders allege he was intimate with someone who was already infected. People are connecting dots, whether they're real or imagined, to the changing appearance, the sudden behavior shifts, and the prison anecdotes that keep leaking. And while Diddy's legal team hasn't commented, the internet has, as usual, already drawn its conclusions. Conspiracy threads, forums, and social media speculation are running wild, making this one of the most talked about prison scandals in recent memory. Even more shocking are the alleged financial and lifestyle details. Sources claim that even behind bars, Diddy has been maneuvering resources, requesting luxury items, and maintaining control over certain operations that were previously thought impossible in confinement. Baby bottles of alcohol, specific lubricants, candles, lighting setups, all these items are said to have been meticulously arranged for what insiders describe as private events. Some ex-employees are claiming that preparing these events became a job in itself, with assistants or confidants running errands to meet his demands. And the irony? These reports are coming out at a time when most inmates are struggling just to get basic necessities. And of course, the media frenzy isn't helping. TMZ, News, and other outlets have caught wind of these leaks, and social media influencers are dissecting every photograph, every courtroom appearance, every video clip from his legal proceedings. Every wrinkle, every glance, every hair change, nothing is safe from speculation. People are obsessed, and for some, this scandal is more gripping than any fictional drama on television. But while everyone talks about the prison wife and alleged infection, some insiders are stressing how sophisticated Diddy's approach to influence and control is, even in confinement. He allegedly uses charisma, persuasion, and his personal brand to maintain a presence that keeps people listening. The combination of power, secrecy, and alleged sexual scandal is exactly why this story is exploding. Fans, detractors, and gossip hounds alike are glued, waiting for the next leak, the next twist, the next revelation. And now, just when you think it couldn't get any crazier, Whispers are emerging that this scandal could have ripple effects beyond the prison walls. Associates, collaborators, and even celebrities from his past may be caught in the wake, as rumors of STDs, hidden relationships, and leaked personal encounters start circulating. Social media threads are comparing old party footage, leaked emails, and courtroom snippets to create a narrative that is equal parts shocking, scandalous, and absolutely viral. The story is unfolding in real time. And the question everyone is asking, how will this impact Diddy's legacy? His brand? His empire? And more importantly, what else will the insiders reveal next? So here's where it gets even messier. Sources now claim that Diddy's alleged prison escapades weren't just confined to a single inmate. No, apparently there's a small circle, a network of trusted partners and insiders, all allegedly involved in the kind of exclusive arrangements that would make your jaw hit the floor. People are saying this wasn't spontaneous. It was calculated, organized, and disturbingly methodical, almost like a nightly ritual. Every corner of the cell, every hallway, every private room supposedly had a schedule, a system, and yes, supplies. Baby oil, lubricants, candles, even specific lighting for ambiance. Insiders are saying this man went full production mode in a place most of us wouldn't even expect a decent mattress, and let's not forget the so-called prison wife, the whispers suggest. A bond so tight that they were allegedly calling each other husband and wife, sharing personal space in ways that would make anyone's eyebrows rise. People on social media have been dissecting every clip of Diddy in court, comparing his gestures, his glances, even the way he moved to see if he was hiding anything. The speculation alone is insane, and as usual, the internet has gone wild, filling in blanks with their own theories. Some insiders claim that this alleged relationship might have been the vector for the STD rumors. Others say it's all exaggerated, but that doesn't stop people from posting screenshots, creating timelines, and confirming leaks that may or may not exist. The drama alone is enough to fuel hours of content on every gossip channel from TMZ to VH1. Of course, this isn't the first time Diddy's sexual behavior has been under scrutiny. Remember the Puff Flavor Camp allegations in the 90s? Those wild stories about underage protégés, late-night sessions, and exposure to adult situations. Those claims, while controversial and unverified, add context to why this prison scandal is being taken so seriously by the public. People aren't just shocked because he's allegedly infected. They're shocked because it seems like a pattern of behavior spanning decades, blending power, influence, and secrecy into a narrative that's almost too wild to believe. Meanwhile, the internet isn't slowing down. Every alleged detail about Diddy's prison routine, every rumor about his sexual activity, and every mention of his prison wife is being dissected. Videos are going viral, forums are lighting up, and influencers are weighing in with hot takes that range from disbelief to moral outrage. How could he? They ask. Is this really true? The questions alone are enough to keep this story trending. And some insiders are claiming that even the prison staff noticed unusual behavior, a level of coordination, and influence that made Diddy a figure of fascination behind bars. But let's talk about the alleged health risks, because that's where things get truly alarming. Rumors suggest that Diddy's alleged STD isn't just a minor issue. Sources claim it could be serious, potentially life-altering, and of course highly contagious. The story has escalated so much that even former partners and collaborators are allegedly checking themselves, or speculating if they might have been exposed years ago. Social media threads are full of posts connecting old rumors, alleged party footage, and court documents, trying to map out a web of infection, secrecy, and scandal that allegedly started decades ago. And with every new leak or insider claim, the narrative grows, pulling more names, more incidents, and more intrigue into the spotlight, adding fuel to the fire. Former insiders are saying Diddy's preference for certain substances may have been linked to maintaining performance, stamina, and mood during these alleged prison encounters. Remember the infamous pink cocktail? The Tusi mixed ketamine, snow powder, Viagra, a combination that insiders say was used to keep the energy, the excitement, and the events going strong. Sources claim that even inside prison, he allegedly requested specific items to maintain a version of the lifestyle he curated outside, demonstrating a level of persistence and audacity that's borderline unbelievable. People are calling it an organized indulgence, or more bluntly, prison freak-offs on steroids. And let's not ignore public reactions. Jaguar right, social media commentators, and even fans are drawing lines between Diddy's alleged secrecy and responsible celebrity behavior. Comparisons to Magic Johnson, who publicly disclosed his HIV status and used it to educate the world, are flooding the discussion boards. Many are asking, if Diddy allegedly contracted an STD, why hasn't he come forward? Why the secrecy? And how much longer can a narrative this explosive remain under wraps before it impacts his brand, his reputation, and his empire? The speculation alone is giving gossip networks more material than they could ever produce in a week. Meanwhile, the alleged prison wife situation is sparking its own set of rumors. Some claim it's a mutual understanding, a relationship formed for survival, intimacy, and companionship. Others speculate it's strategic, part of a larger attempt to maintain influence and status even in confinement. And while we don't have verified details, the narrative itself is enough to make tabloids, social media, and gossip forums explode with hot takes, memes, and videos dissecting every possible angle. People are theorizing, analyzing, and creating timelines that connect past parties, alleged sexual encounters, and prison anecdotes into a story that is equal parts scandal, entertainment, and viral gold. As if that wasn't enough. Insiders hint that Diddy's alleged STD rumors might have ripple effects outside prison. Former collaborators, ex-partners, and people connected to his inner circle are being watched, scrutinized, and speculated upon. Every Instagram story, every social media post, every interview is being analyzed for clues, confirmations, or denials. The scandal has grown into a full-blown viral phenomenon, with implications that could touch multiple people, multiple events, and multiple decades of Diddy's career, adding to the tension. Some former staff members are claiming that maintaining these alleged arrangements inside prison became a logistical nightmare, requiring coordination, negotiation, and what they describe as diplomatic finesse. Supplies had to be sourced, schedules maintained, and interpersonal dynamics carefully managed. And while this might sound outrageous, insiders insist that the level of organization mirrors Diddy's approach to his business empire: methodical, relentless, and shockingly effective. The difference now is that the stakes are personal, legal, and potentially public health related. And then there's the question of longevity. How long could this have been going on? How much of it is rumor, and how much is truth? Insiders allege that the alleged STD rumors are just the tip of the iceberg. They say there's a timeline of events, encounters, and decisions that spans years, maybe even decades, connecting Diddy's private life, his legal issues, and his public persona. The idea that the public is only now hearing about it is fueling fascination, outrage, and relentless speculation across every media platform. Some people are even claiming that Diddy's alleged infection could have influenced behavioral patterns, relationships, and power dynamics inside prison. From whispered strategies to private alliances, the rumors suggest that this is more than just personal. It's a web of influence, secrecy, and alleged sexual politics that insiders are still piecing together. And as with all viral scandals, every tiny detail, every rumor, and every alleged insider tip is amplified, dissected, and debated, turning a single story into a global spectacle. And yet, despite the rumors, the alleged chaos, and the speculation, one thing remains clear: the public can't look away. People are glued to their screens, dissecting every movement, every statement, every glance. Diddy's alleged prison antics, the so-called prison wife, and the rumored STD are trending on every gossip channel imaginable, from TMZ to VH1, from Bravo to Love and hip-hop fan forums. Every new tidbit, confirmed or not, is like fuel on a wildfire, and insiders insist that there's much more to come, potentially more explosive than anything released so far. And just when you thought this story couldn't get any more explosive, the aftermath is unfolding faster than anyone could have imagined. The internet is on fire. Social media is ablaze with discussions, memes, and heated debates about Diddy's alleged prison life, the rumored STD, and the so-called prison wife. People are asking the questions nobody has the courage to answer out loud. How much of this is true? Who else is involved? Could this have implications beyond the prison walls? Insiders are whispering that the fallout could affect not just Diddy's reputation but the careers, relationships, and personal lives of people connected to him, past and present. The tea isn't just hot, it's nuclear. Legal analysts have weighed in, hypothetically mapping out what could happen if these allegations are confirmed. Potential lawsuits, public health investigations, and prison oversight probes are all on the table, according to sources familiar with the matter. If these rumors hold any truth, Diddy could face serious scrutiny for his alleged behavior in a confined facility, raising questions about health risks, consent, and the misuse of power. Even outside legal frameworks, public backlash is already intense. Fans are divided, influencers are monetizing the drama, and media outlets are spinning every detail like a breaking headline. Every new snippet of information creates a tidal wave of reactions, fueling speculation that could last for months. Meanwhile, insiders claim that Diddy's alleged STD situation has become a major talking point. Within prison circles. Gossip from the inside suggests that other inmates are reacting with a mix of disbelief, amusement, and caution. People reportedly talk in hushed tones about his alleged romantic exploits and health issues, and the story has become so widespread that it's difficult to separate fact from rumor. Former staff have claimed that Diddy maintained influence over certain routines and that he carefully orchestrated interactions to keep control of the narrative, even inside prison. The same charisma that built a music empire seems to have translated into a controversial form of power behind bars. Social media reaction has been relentless. Fans, critics, and bystanders are dissecting old videos, interviews, and public appearances, claiming they can spot changes that confirm the rumors. Every photograph of Diddy looking thinner, every courtroom video where he seems frail, and every clip that hints at unusual behavior has been analyzed, shared, and debated. The commentary ranges from concern for his health to moral outrage, with some comparing him to other celebrities who have faced public health disclosures in the past. Jaguar writes earlier commentary comparing Diddy to Magic Johnson has resurfaced, reigniting debates about responsibility, transparency, and accountability. People are asking, why hide it if it's true? And how long can secrets like this remain under wraps in a world obsessed with celebrity scandal? The alleged prison wife, too, has sparked endless speculation. Sources suggest that this relationship may have been strategic, personal, or a combination of both. The dynamics are reportedly complex: affection, survival, and influence all mixed together in a tense environment where trust is scarce and reputation is everything. If true, the relationship paints a picture of a man who continues to maneuver, charm, and navigate social hierarchies even when the world assumes he's been stripped of all power. And as always, social media has amplified the narrative, creating a spectacle where fans and critics are left guessing what is real and what is embellished. Financial and personal ramifications are also swirling. Some insiders suggest that if these allegations gain traction, brands and partners may reconsider associations with Diddy. Endorsements, collaborations, and business ventures could be scrutinized, with companies distancing themselves from the controversy to protect reputations. Meanwhile, the public continues to debate whether a figure like Diddy, whose empire spans music, fashion, and lifestyle, can survive a scandal of this magnitude. The question isn't just about morality, it's about the potential collapse or transformation of a brand that has been built over decades, and the story isn't just contained to fame and fortune. Health experts, albeit anonymously, have weighed in hypothetically on the seriousness of the alleged STD. They suggest that, if confirmed, the situation could have far-reaching consequences for partners, collaborators, and anyone allegedly involved in intimate encounters. Even without official confirmation, the sheer possibility of risk has fueled a media frenzy, with outlets covering it as if it were breaking news. Every tweet, every forum post, and every viral clip is now part of a narrative that combines celebrity, scandal, and public health anxiety in a way that few stories ever have. Meanwhile, former collaborators have started coming forward anonymously, adding layers to the narrative. One insider claimed that behind-the-scenes preparation for alleged prison parties mirrored Diddy's outside lifestyle, meticulously organized, fully supplied, and designed to impress or maintain control. Candles, lubricants, baby oil, and other items were reportedly sourced and managed with precision. The idea that these routines could continue in a prison environment is shocking to many and paints a picture of someone unwilling to slow down. Regardless of circumstance or consequence, the public, of course, has an insatiable appetite for this scandal. You can see it in the trending hashtags, viral TikTok clips, and YouTube breakdowns dissecting every angle. People are connecting old rumors, courtroom videos, and alleged insider testimonies to create a story that seems almost bigger than life itself. The combination of prison drama, alleged STDs, relationships, and celebrity influence is exactly the kind of content that dominates modern media cycles. And insiders are hinting that there's still more to come, that this scandal is far from over, and that the next revelations could be even more shocking than what we've already seen. Some speculate that the alleged STD rumors, if proven true, could have implications for Diddy's network of collaborators and protégés. Former partners, assistants, and celebrities who were once close to him are now being watched, speculated about, and, in some cases, pressured to respond. Every interview, every public appearance, and every past rumor is being analyzed in light of the prison revelations. Fans are trying to piece together a timeline, connecting old events with the current allegations to see if there's a pattern or proof. And in the process, the story has evolved from a personal scandal to a full-blown cultural phenomenon. The alleged fallout doesn't end there. Experts in celebrity management suggest that damage control would require unprecedented transparency. Hypothetically, Diddy's team would need to address health concerns, public perception, and brand integrity, all while navigating the legal and media storm. Rumors of government probes, prison oversight investigations, and potential lawsuits are swirling. And while nothing is confirmed, the narrative alone is enough to make headlines, dominate social feeds, and generate millions of clicks. Meanwhile, the broader community is reacting. Fans and detractors alike are debating morality, responsibility, and accountability. Some argue that no matter the alleged actions, Diddy has a right to privacy. Others insist that the alleged risks to others, combined with the power dynamics, make the story a public concern. The debates have split social media, creating viral threads, intense comment sections, and heated live-stream discussions where influencers speculate on the truth, the lies, and the fallout. And as the story continues to unfold, insiders hint that the alleged prison wife may have her own revelations, potentially exposing events, encounters, and secrets that would shake even the most dedicated followers. The tension is palpable. Every new rumor adds layers of intrigue, making it almost impossible for the public to stop speculating. And as usual, every leak is met with more leaks, as people scramble to be the first to reveal the truth behind the scandal. As of now, nothing has been officially confirmed. No statement from Diddy, no medical verification, no legal action has been publicly documented. Yet the allegations themselves are enough to dominate media cycles. The combination of celebrity, prison scandal, alleged sexual encounters, and potential health implications is exactly the type of story that captivates audiences, drives engagement, and keeps the narrative alive. Every day brings new posts, new videos, and new discussions. So where does this leave us? Public perception is hanging in the balance. The alleged prison exploits, the rumored STD, the so-called prison wife, all of it has sparked outrage, fascination, and relentless speculation. The story continues to evolve, and insiders insist that more shocking revelations could emerge at any moment. For a man who built an empire, cultivated influence, and shaped culture, this scandal has the potential to reshape his legacy, redefine his brand, and dominate media cycles for months to come. What will happen next? Will Diddy address the allegations publicly? Could there be legal repercussions, health consequences, or public backlash severe enough to impact his empire? And who else might be dragged into this whirlwind of scandal and rumor? One thing is certain, people will be watching, talking, and speculating. And the story is far from over, this scandal, this alleged prison life. And these rumored personal revelations are a perfect storm of celebrity, power, and controversy, and the world can't look away. From social media frenzy to media outlets dissecting every detail, the story has become bigger than life itself. And insiders are promising even more explosive details could be revealed, names, encounters, timelines, and secrets that could shock even the most loyal fans. The bottom line is this: the combination of Diddy's empire, alleged sexual exploits in prison, rumored STD, and the prison wife narrative is exactly the kind of scandal that dominates our culture, fuels gossip channels, and keeps audiences glued to every detail. The fallout is only beginning, and the public is watching, waiting, and speculating about what comes next. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe these allegations about Diddy's prison life, the rumored STD, and the so-called prison wife? Could this be true, or is it just another wild rumor fueled by social media chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I want every theory, every hot take, every shocking opinion. Was this a calculated lifestyle choice, a survival strategy, or something even darker? And what do you think about the alleged ripple effects on his empire, his collaborators, and even his fans? If you thought this story was intense, just wait. The drama isn't over, and the leaks, the rumors, and the whispers are only going to get juicier. Make sure you're part of this conversation because the next twist could blow up the internet. And I want you in the room when it happens. Hit that like button if you were shocked. Subscribe so you never miss another explosive story like this. And turn on notifications because trust me, the next update on this scandal is going to be even more shocking.